Hey, shalom, shalom. Salakia. Just a little bit of stuff. But shalom. It's the brother Abba, your bud from the DC Church, coming at you, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Of course, we know that Yahweh is the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai being the Son. All right. Ba'ashem meaning in the name, Rakal meaning Spirit, Kadash meaning holy. All right. These are the names and the powers. These are the names of the power of Yahshua Allah. Okay. And these are the names that we call upon in order to receive salvation. All right. So, Shani Kabbalah Gawela Rekavs Aquatim now by Aith, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times. And Shalom wa Barakum Labakarim Shayasha Allah, peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. And to the men out there that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth, to you I say Shalom wa Barakum Ma'atham, and peace and blessings be upon you. Without further ado, as you can see, it's 2nd Maccabees, the 7th chapter in front of you. And I just want to title this video, for those that die in the truth, okay? Because it is going to come a point to where we're going to choose to follow after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai opposed to transgress, and we're going to actually, our words, we're going to be judged by our words. We're going to be judged by what we believe, okay? And our faith is going to have to be tested. So there's going to come a time to where the Heavenly Father puts us to the test. All right. Are you really a faithful servant? And it's going to be to an extremity. It's going to be an extremity. OK. And that's essentially what this situation, or this story rather, is of, the woman and her 7 children, the mother and her 7 children. OK, because they were brought to a point to where it's either they transgress the Heavenly Father and go with the master at that time is telling them to do, or they sacrifice their body, as the scriptures has stated from way before Romans, the 12th chapter, and not transgress and not receive damnation in the kingdom of heaven, and live to the purification and live their purity in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay? So it's gonna come a point to where you're presented with an ultimatum, all right? For some brothers out there, because some brothers are gonna have to be martyrs. Even myself, I may have to be a martyr. And you have to be willing to seriously die for this truth. That's how serious this truth is. You have to be seriously willing to let this flesh decease in this world, so that you're able to live to the glorification of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the scriptures also tell you that actually I want to grab that real quick in 1 Peter's chapter 4. 1 Peter's chapter 4, verse 12. It says, Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you as though some strange thing happened unto you. Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Okay, so when the glorification of Yahweh Shai comes, if you're one of those men that took that punishment, or sacrificed your body unto death, the Heavenly Father you're going to have a high placement in the kingdom of heaven. People are going to know the glory that comes to you. You're going to have renown in the kingdom of heaven. Now you got to understand something. We live in this world where glory is given to men that are completely folly, and that man is looked in great light and what have you. But it's no comparison to the kingdom of heaven, where you're going to have nations upon nations give obeisance to you, give gifts to you, just worship you and praise you and love you, wholeheartedly. And where everything is pure. And it's just no comparison to what we have, what we could receive right now, Salakia. So that's why it's imperative for us to give up whatever it is in this world that we're holding on to, so that we're able to actually go through this trial and come out successful. So this is 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. It says, And it came to pass also that 7 brethren, I'm going to try to speed read, with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the the law to taste swine's flesh and were tormented with scourges and whips. So prior to them even being brought to the point to where, you know, it's going to say later on in the chapter that they were, some brothers were, some brothers were dismantled, some brothers were had their limbs amputated, and they were decapitated and they were thrown in the caldron. You know, before that they were beat with whips and scourges to try to compel them to drink, to eat swine's flesh even before that situation. Okay, so it says, but one of them that spake first said thus, what would thou ask to learn of us? It says, we are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And that is the spirit that we have to be in. And, you know, right now it's kind of willy-nilly. You know, things are convenient, things are good, things aren't technically as bad as they can be. You know, of course they're going to start forcing that vaccination a lot more. But nonetheless, you know, things are kind of copacetic. So we haven't really resisted unto blood yet. We haven't really done, you know, and actually I'm gonna grab that real quick. I think that's Hebrews chapter 12 verse 4-ish. Give me 1 second. I believe that's Hebrews chapter 12 verse 4. I pray that it is. Yeah. This Hebrews chapter 12 verse 4 says, ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. So we haven't yet done this, okay? We haven't yet been put in a position to where there's blood drawn for us following after Yahweh Shemiah Shai, for us actually following the words of Yahweh Shemiah Shai on a wide scale. You know, brothers may have gotten into I'm not saying, you know, brothers may have gotten into a fight or skirmish at camp for the word of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, may have guns drawn on them, may have even went to jail, whatever it may be, you know, for the sake of believing in Yahweh Shemiah Shai, but it's not on a mass scale, you know, where all of us are being tempted, are being tried, and our faith is being tested in a manner where, you know, it's blood drawn. Like, okay, Jake getting their fingers cut off, Jake getting their limbs cut off, Jake getting their tongue cut out, you know, and eye gouged out, or whatever it may be. You know, whatever Esau decides to do to torture you. And I'm going to tell you this, Akim, like, and I know I'm saying it primarily to myself first, but this message also goes out to them who are listening. Akim, like, once they start, you got to understand that, all right, bet, I'm ready to die, man. I'm ready to just fucking die. Like, just kill me, you know, because I'm not going to transgress. I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to take that chip. Once they already start, they start cutting off fingers. They start waterboarding you, or whatever it may be. Like, you already know that's the end. You already know that's the end. It's either one or two things that'll happen. The Heavenly Father allow you to actually get killed, and then you'll receive the glorification, or the Heavenly Father would do a miracle and you'll receive, you'll receive deliverance. But either or, you got to be ready to just say, fuck it, man. I'm going out like this. And I'm fine with that, because watch when I come back. And it's not even watch when I come back. It's the Heavenly Father's, this is my one-way ticket to glorification. This is my one-way ticket to, you know, receiving the highest form of blessing, because y'all want to destroy this flesh. This is only one flesh, Akim. And I know it's easier said than done, but we have enough strength to actually prevail through anything that we're put through, because we have Yahweh Shemiah Shai, which is the power. You know? Go look up scriptures that solidify your understanding on how powerful Yahweh Shemiah Shai is. He declared the end from the beginning. That's number one. This whole story, us even breathing, down to how many breaths I've taken today, Yahweh Shemiah Shai knows that number. Down to how many hairs are on my head, down to how many pimples are on my face, down to how many, you know, how much mass of skin I have on my body. The Lord knows it, bro. And he knows that for each and every single individual. And also for the people that may put that trial on you. Okay? He knows their spirit. So why would I start to doubt? Okay? Yahweh Shai even has been in a situation where he said, Eli, Eli, sabachthani, you know? Or I believe that's Allah, Allah, I forgot how to say it, and I forgot the last part in the Baryath, but he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Because he went through that trial and he was crucified, man. But at the same time, you seen the glorification because he went through that process. Look what happened. Yahweh Shai is second under Yahweh. You know how fucking powerful that is? Like, do you realize the glorification that comes with that? Yahweh Shai can do anything he fucking wants under the bounds of Yahweh. He has the power to do that. Like, you gotta understand, this ain't no fucking joke, man. Like, there's an immense amount of power that he was given because he sacrificed his earthen flesh for the glorification. He sacrificed it. It's the same thing we got to do with this body, man. We got to sacrifice it. We got to give something. We got to put a blood sacrifice up so that we can receive that immense amount of strength, immense amount of power, man. All right. So it goes to say, verse 3, it says, then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and caldrons to be made hot, which forthwith he, being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the uttermost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. It says, now when he was thus maimed and all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to man, and to be fried in the pan. And you gotta envision this, man. You gotta envision this. Jake was still alive. Well, all his members cut the hell off, man. Spirit's still in his body. But you know what? The Heavenly Father allowed him to feel that. Because that brother, to this very moment, that brother, I know for a fact that brother's probably here somewhere, or he died in faith. It's facts. He died in faith. If that brother's not here in the flesh right now, he died in faith. He had to. Because a man with this caliber of strength, a man with this caliber of faith, the Heavenly Father he's going to bless. Ain't no if, and, ifs, or buts about it. Next time he came back in the flesh, you know the Heavenly Father had him, man. For all 7 of them, all 8 of them, actually. Oh, man, that's so beautiful, because she has 7 sons, and it's, man, that's beautiful. That's mercy. The Heavenly Father gonna have hella mercy on these individuals, man. Nonetheless, it says, now when he was maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapors of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, the Lord Yahweh looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses is his song. It says, which witness to their faces declared, saying, he shall be comforted in his servants. It says, and you got to understand, this sacrifice, you sacrificing your body, it pleases the Heavenly Father, because now you are made pure. You are made completely pure, especially in this manner. You are made completely pure for all that. You're cleared of all the sins that you've done before. And the reason why is because now the Heavenly Father can actually bless you. Now he can actually communicate with you. Okay? He sees these things. He marvels at these things because he loves us. Okay? And that's why he allows passage on things like this. Don't think that the Lord is not righteous because he allowed this situation to happen. Don't think that. No. Think the opposite way, that the Heavenly Father is beautiful in his works, because number one, he allowed this to happen so that we have examples. That's number one. And number two, he allowed this to happen so that these men and this woman could be blessed in the days to come. Okay? Certain spirits are fit out to do certain things. Okay? You got to always remember that. So verse 7, it says, so when the first was dead after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? And he answered in his own language and said, no, which is la'ah. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former. It says, and when he was at his last gasp, he said, Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the king of this world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. And that's what you have to understand. At times like that, when you know you're about to, you know it's ready to end, you start quoting them scriptures, you start telling them, because that's when the Heavenly Father is going to see, yes, this man has that faith that I require in order to be, because this is bro, you got to understand, this is a fucking high level of spiritual strength. To endure bodily pain is a high level of spiritual strength, and remain faithful. This is a high level of spiritual strength, and this is where we need to be at, Akim. This is where we need to be at. The only way for us to be at this point is the Heavenly Father trying us. That's why these trials and tribulations that we go through, we can't just make it. We gotta just make it through, man. Because the Heavenly Father in turns is building up a stronger man. All right. He said, Salakia. Verse 10, after him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again. And so much that the king and they that were with him marvel at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains. That man, Akim, this is the fucking man. Man, it's got me flared up. Akim, this is the fucking spirit we supposed to be in, man. Not fucking, forgive me, Abiyahawah, but this is the spirit that we. Salakia. This is the spirit that we supposed to be in, man. It said nothing regarded the pain, bro. Nothing regarded that, man. That's what I'm saying. The things that they do to the flesh, man, the Heavenly Father may put you in the spirit to where you can't even feel that shit, man. Fuck that. We're going to go out for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we understand that this is the true and living power, man. We're not dying in vain. We're not dying in vain, bro. Because we're going to be resurrected, and the Heavenly Father is going to bring peace, joy, mercy, and redemption. Okay? It said, now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in the like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said, thus it is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Heavenly Father to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. Yeah, because whoever's doing that, the Heavenly Father is going to put massive hell on them, and we're going to be able to do it. And that's why in the kingdom of heaven, these people are going to be known. Okay, the men that were putting this hell on our forefathers, you know, which those are our forefathers in this story, man. Those men, they're gonna come to their senses, and we're gonna be beating their ass so bad, man, so fucking bad. And the thing is, listen, you pull off our scalp now, you put us in a cow drone, and you do all you fucking do, and you cook us up, and you do all that, man. But when we get in the kingdom of heaven, the torment that we're going to put on you is not even going to be comparable, because the torment that we're going to put on you, you're going to feel it it's going to feel like it's an eternity. Like we're going to change the perception of time for you fucking heathens, and we're going to be putting massive hell on you. It's going to feel like we pulled off your scalp 1,000 times, and it's going to hurt worse each and every time that it happens. Okay? We're gonna put you in a fucking cow drone and dismantle you several different times. And it's going to hurt worse each and every time that we do it. And the things that I'm saying is an understatement of what we're actually going to fucking do, man. Okay? Because this is only, I'm only thinking fleshly. We're going to fuck your spirit up. You're going to have the lowest morale in the kingdom of heaven, you fucking heathens, man. And I'm Salaki, I'm getting, excuse my Spanish, excuse my Swahili. I'm sorry, but this gets me flared up in spirit, man. You motherfuckers are going to get it the fucking worst, man. All right? The Heavenly Father is going to give us that power to where we're going to be able to control. We're going to start to have control in which we've never had before, man. We're going to control element. You're not going to be able to freaking breathe in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to make oxygen hate you. We're going to make animals hate you. We're going to make the elements hate you. Oh, and you thought doing this was going to do you justice? Oh, you think, oh yeah, the king wants us to eat pork. You think it's nah, man. The Lord he going to show courage through his men. He going to show bravery through his men. He going to show power through his men. And he going to show you that we don't give a fuck for this flesh, man. And we ready to die for this. All right? Man, yo, it says, verse 15, afterward, they brought the fifth also. Salakia, let me make sure. All right, we're good. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna end soon. It's 21 minutes. Salakia, I'm gonna read this last one. It says, and afterward, they brought the fifth also and mingled him, then looked unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt, yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Heavenly Father, but abide a while, and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed. And that's facts right there, man. I'm gonna end it on that. Akim, be ready to die for this truth, man. We gotta prepare our souls, man, for temptation. All right. Even Paul said it. He said, wait, I gotta grab that before I end this. Let me grab that real quick, man. Acts chapter 21, verse 13. And I, breezed over this precept, but this is, man, a beautiful spirit, man. Beautiful spirit. This Acts chapter 21, verse 13. Then Paul answered, What mean ye to weep and to break my heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of Yahweh HaMashiach, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh by Shimmer Kadash, man. We're ready to get we're ready to get offed for this truth, man. We're ready to endure all things for this truth, man. Because that's how serious we are. We don't give a fuck about nothing you got to present to us. If it comes down to us, you drawing blood for us to transgress, we gonna stay and remain faithful, man. All right. So with that, I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kokadash, Shen Yikabaga Wala Rakaza Koyim Naba Aith, wa Shalom wa Barakam Labakan Shiash Allah. Shalom Makim.